Everybody say, hi, Ogre Pine! Hi, Ogre Pine. I'm sure you've guessed the reason I'm making this video, and you're right. I'm celebrating my 22nd birthday by reaching 3 times the average lifetime number of broken bones. Yippee! A few days I got an oblique fracture of the 5th metatarsal mid-shaft of my left foot, which is a very fancy way to say I broke my pinky toe. I am very lucky to not need surgery, because this specific break usually does. The good news is that healing will only take 6 weeks. It's also been the least painful broken bone I've ever had. Now I hear your question, what other bones have I broken? And I shall gracefully regale you with the tales. The first 2 were at the same time. I had just graduated from 6th grade, and I was enjoying my summer off with my best friend at the time, affectionately dubbed Gus Gus. We decided to go skateboarding, as young boys do. Then we decided to bomb a hill, and it looked a lot like this. Unfortunately, Gus Gus lost his balance. As he flopped to the pavement, I, in my incredible gallantry, leaped off my skateboard. What my gallantry had failed to consider was that my tiny 6th grade legs couldn't keep up with my momentum. I went flying and crash landed on my right arm. He was fine. I wasn't. We struggled back to my house where my sister was about to go to a party. She was delayed by the fact that I needed someone to clean my arm and was pretty short-tempered as a result. When she was cleaning my gashes, she snapped at me to stop that trembling, and I said that I couldn't because my arm was broken. She rolled her eyes, not believing me, and told me, "Your arm isn't broken." And then she went to her party. When she got back, what did she find but my smug ass waiting on the couch in a bright pink cast? I had snapped both my radius and my ulna. She felt awful, and I felt liberated. The next injury had much less fanfare. I jumped over a rail during middle school gym class and my foot didn't clear it. I tried to catch myself and got a compression fracture in my left arm for my trouble. It was simple and it was stupid. The 4th broken bone was my left collarbone. Junior year of high school, this time I'm rollerblading down a different hill. I was nearly home when a tiny rock jammed my right skate. I flipped and landed on my shoulders. What can I say? I'm glad I broke my collarbone instead of my neck. My best friend, different best friend, I'll be calling him DJ, was with me at the time. DJ's helping me up my stairs when I say, "Oh, I think it's broken." DJ says, "Can you lift it above your shoulders? If you can, it's not broken." And so I take my shirt off to test it, and I manage it. I then walk to the bathroom mirror and observe that my left clavicle has a clear disconnect in the middle. It is very clearly broken in 2 halves. Unfortunately, the total hack of a doctor I went to gave me a sling instead of a brace, and so I healed a little janky. My left collarbone juts out now. About a month or 2 after I finish healing, disaster strikes. There's a freak twister accident. In the aftermath, the very same collarbone had made it out in 2 very separate pieces. This time, I visited a specialist and they gave me an X-brace, which was actually great for my posture. This was definitely the most painful break, physically and emotionally. I had just gotten my motion back and I was learning to drive at the time, so having to delay again was pretty hard for me. And finally, we arrive at the present day. My mom accidentally blew a doormat into our neighbor's extremely unkempt yard and asked me to retrieve it. I had forgotten about it for about 2 weeks and suddenly remembered right after giving my dog a haircut. So I jumped the fence and safely acquired the lost mat. When I climbed back over, I neglect to do so in the safe way because I thought my dad was in a meeting. I didn't want to interrupt him. I could have totally just waited for him to be done or even checked because he wasn't even in a meeting. He was getting ready to take a nap. I climb my way up the wall, get over the fence, and I knock over a pot when I'm up there. I think, oh shit, I gotta get down there and fix that. So I hop down and I forget that a stair exists on this balcony. My left foot lands half on it, half off of it. My ankle rolls, I careen to the left, land with all my weight on my 5th metatarsal, and cleanly snap it in half. Side note, I went to the ER, covered in dog hair. And I am very proud that a nurse complimented my crutching skills. Now you might be thinking, why did he tell this to me? I'm an internet stranger who doesn't exist, made up for this example question. And the answer is because I noticed a pattern. Did you? Every single time I've broken a bone, except for the freak twister accident, is because I got impatient. Every single time there was a safer, slightly slower way of doing exactly what I was trying to do, and I ignored it. For the skateboard, slow down, circle back. The school railing, just walk around. The skates, take them off, walk down the hill. The stair incident, climb the much safer fence where nothing's in the way and there's actually flat ground. I make this video to tell you that I am a dumbass. Take the slower, safer way. You'll accomplish the same goal while keeping your pride and your bones intact. If you enjoyed, like the video. Hopefully, I'm not going to make another one like this anytime soon, but you should still subscribe anyway. Everybody say, bye, Ogre Pawn! Bye, Ogre Pawn!